How you doing out there? This is John Wayne Mercure, the Sonneteer in beautiful, beautiful Chandler, Arizona. It's beautiful here. You'd love it here. Endless summer. Chandler, Arizona. John Wayne Mercure, the Sonneteer. The sonnet, number 1210. And I've been thinking about doing this sonnet, and I had to look for it because I thought, I really owe this man. He was my sensei. I'm a sensei. I got 3 college degrees and 3 separate black belts. If you get 3 separate black belts, you're a sensei. And this was my sensei in judo. And I owe him. And I'm making him immortal in cyberspace forever. The name of this sonnet, Sir Edwin Imada, my hero. Sensei Edwin Imada. He taught me judo. It's a great art. And everybody should at least try it. Why? Just to learn how to fall. Just that. To learn how to fall. That's kind of a nice thing to have because, whenever they say on TV, I fell and I can't get up, I can't get up. That's not funny. Because, you can't get up, and it's nice to know how to fall because you can break your hip. You can break bones. One of my first memories is I saw my beloved grandmother, Mary Gould, 83, 84. She went to lean on a table and she missed the table and she fell and broke her hip. In the hospital, she never got over it. She got infections and didn't heal and she died in the hospital. Yeah, you get old and you have teachers like this that teach you how to fall. Well, good, you might need it. Maybe you don't. But everybody falls one time or another. Sensei Edwin Imada, my hero. He was a masterful teacher. He was a priest, yeah. He was a master incarnate. Master, teacher, priest, yeah. He was way beyond all other teachers, was he, Edwin Imada. A professor, super great. A master of judo. A splendid human being. My admirer. Sensei. Everybody admired him. Everybody thought the world of him. He was a teacher extraordinaire. He was patient. He was an expert of the Imada way. Imada Do. Sensei Imada, he was a young man when he was arrested, when he was a kid, for being Japanese and thrown into a concentration camp. He had to pay for being Japanese American. What are you doing here? The Japanese bomb Pearl Harbor and you're an alien. We can't have you here. He was put in a camp called Manzanar. There was a T-shirt that said right around the front, Manzanar. I remember that because he showed it to me. Edwin Imada, he was a camp internee in a concentration camp while he was in Manzanar. He was 18. He got a draft notice. You're a dangerous alien, but we want you to serve for the government of the United States. A draft notice. And Edwin Imada, he gladly enlisted. He got drafted. He went in a prison camp. He got drafted in the army. He served honorably in Italy and Germany, as he was ordered to do. Well, I was able to get Edwin Imada a $20,000 check for his Manzanar fiasco. There's this great veterinarian named Ben Kanishi, a great man. I asked him to help me get that $20,000 for Edwin Imada, and he did. Why was it all Japanese Americans were doubted that their true allegiance was to America? They look too different. You're Japanese, you're the enemy. And I'm going to tell you a secret, all right? Yeah, it's a black mark on American history. Yeah, we made reparations, small reparations, a debt owed to them. We took all their property. We never made accounting for that. We just took it. We garnished everything they owned. That's a good word, garnished. We're going to seize everything. We're going to take it. Well, I'll tell you what. You got to understand this. We put Japanese Americans in a camp. A lot of it was to protect the Japanese Americans because there were a lot of Americans that would have killed them. just because they were Japanese. There's even a movie about it, The Bad Day of Black Rock, where Spencer Tracy goes to give a medal to the father of the son who saved his life, who was Japanese in the American military. He's going to give the medal to the father of that boy, and the people in that town in Nevada, in Black Rock, have killed that Japanese father and thrown his body in a well. So yeah, we had to protect the Japanese Americans because there's two sides for it. There's always two sides for it. Yeah, it's a black mark in American history. Watch Bad Day at Black Rock. Rent it, see it, learn. Well, back when America needed help, the American Nisei, that means the Japanese who were born in America, it was hard for them, but they were intensely loyal. They were fighting for America like wildcats, facing war, brutal and bloody. Seeing their regiment number 442, they got more medals in America's battle against the Nazis and the Japanese in America's defense than any other regiment in all of America's military deployments in any armed force. The Japanese American, they were loyal and they fought, and Daniel Inouye was a senator in the United States Senate from Hawaii, and he got the Medal of Honor, and he was a Nisei in the 442, and my sensei, Edwin Imada, was one of those heroes. And heroes are right in our very midst. They're there, and we got to acknowledge them. They say, tear down history. What? Our freedom, our liberty was bought with blood. And we got to honor those people and remember them. My sensei, Edwin Imada, he's my personal hero. He lived a life of honor. His display of judo expertise, an expert, a martial art in all of its splendor. He taught it to me. He taught it to everybody. His patience with beginning judoka kids, guiding them skillfully. He did it with patience. His kindness was admirable. His touch was magical artistry. He was a really caring, decent sensei. The San Luis Valley Judo Club, I sponsored it for years. He started it, all right? That was his creation. It's still going. More than 50 years later, it's still strong. Sensei Edwin Imada's San Luis Valley Judo Club. I mean, he came from the Denver Judo Club. I think it's on 2020 Arapahoe Street, and I'm sure it's still there. This is an art. You're lucky to get a sensei to teach you. He's a man of integrity. He's a friend to so many. A club, San Luis Valley Judo Club, to proudly belong to it. He was a wise counselor, sage advice, always thoughtful conversations. Prized memories of him. He was such a good teacher. Hard training, competing, belt promotions up to black. I highly value my friendship with Sensei Edwin Imada forever. My hero was he, a terrific human being, my honorable teacher. I learned so very much from this gifted sensei. The wisdom he gave me has been vital in my life. The highest respect I have reserved for Sir Edwin Imada. A man so very noble. Nobility, that's him. It's him. A noble man. Hey, we all have teachers we respect, or you should have. You have to honor their effectiveness, how good they were. You got to be grateful. You got to write something to honor them for their kindness. They cared. They helped you. It's a legacy of honor. You got to sit down and write it about teachers you cared about. You got to write it down for everybody to see on cyberspace, to thank them, to thank their greatness. So I'm thanking Sensei Edwin Imada, my hero. What are you doing for your teachers? Are you sitting there on your butt and you're not thanking people that have helped you, that have mentored you, that have guided you when you needed wisdom? God blesses everyone. Thank you for listening. Ete me kibuzem.